Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this quick little update newsy type video today, we're going to be talking about how the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have signed JAYDON MICKENS to their active 53-man roster and have waived safety Chris Cooper to make up for that roster spot. I am not alone in talking about this news. Joining me yet again, it is Evan of the Cannon Fire podcast. Evan, I'm going to ask you again, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. I am doing pretty good. It's a nice victory Friday. So
There you go. And for everybody who is just watching, if you guys are new here, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button if you do enjoy these types of news videos. And leave your thoughts about the JAYDON MICKENS signing down in the comments section down below, where you can also go and click on the link to the Cannon Fire podcast and go subscribe to them on their YouTube channel as well. But, Evan, let's talk about this move, right? JAYDON MICKENS is here. Chris Cooper is out. Why did this happen? Kind of explain the thought process behind this move right now.
I think one of the big reasons, I think it's a signal that Jordan Whitehead could possibly be close to returning. I think it is a signal there. Chris Cooper wasn't active for the game against Dallas, so they kept him on for his special teams, but he wasn't even active during the game. I'm not really sure, what the plan was for Chris Cooper as far as uh, the regular season goes. But this is not the end of the road for Chris Cooper. He will go back on the Bucs practice squad. Greg Allman has reported it, that if he clears waivers, which we'll know by 4 p.m. on Friday, uh, he will go back on the Bucs practice squad. So he's not necessarily done with the Bucs. But also, I think this has more to do with Mickens sort of earning that spot. He played really well on Thursday night, and I think had some really solid returns. Had his best punt return of his career that was called back for a flag, unfortunately. But um, it was really nice to see kind of Mickens get them spaces. And obviously, I know a lot of people were bummed that Jaylen Darden was not that guy. He was inactive, and I know a lot of people were sort of questioning it. I came on the pregame show and said, look, I think just they won. They just wanted the veteran presence there, right? They went with Andrew Adams over Chris Cooper, and they went with JAYDON MICKENS over Jaylen Darden. So does Andrew Adams get signed to the 53-man roster? I don't know. Right now, he's not. Right now, he is still on the practice squad. But yeah, Chris Cooper basically out, JAYDON MICKENS in. Just a simple swap. And it was confirmed by JAYDON MICKENS' agent that he was, being signed to the full-time roster. Um, not confirmed by the Buccaneers themselves. They confirmed the Chris Cooper thing. But when the agent is confirming it, that means it's happening.
It's
So
probably a good sign, right? So I
pretty good
think,
sign.
right, I think you're dead on. Mickens, gosh, people went into the game thinking, why is Jaylen Darden inactive? Why is Jadon Mickens getting these return opportunities? What's going on here? But then by the end of the game, people came away going, hey, Mickens was okay, all right. Mickens did pretty darn good. And yeah, hey, look, me. I'm a little biased, but
Friend of the show.
friend of the channel. But in the case of Jadon Mickens, even all bias aside, yeah, he did really good as a returner. Just point blank, simple as that. He adds a couple of elements to the special teams unit right now, right? We talked about it in the pregame, like you said, where Mickens, a lot of people were questioning, why are Keshawn, Vaughn and Jaylen Darden both inactive, right? Or let's say Chris Cooper and Jaylen Darden. Why are they both inactive? That's because JAYDON MICKENS can do both of their jobs, right? He's on the kickoff coverage teams, he's on the punt coverage teams, and he's on the punt returning teams, getting those snaps as well. So he's kind of showing to be just this uber versatile special teams guy that can really take up a couple of spots on game day whenever you need him to in terms of special teams production and whatnot. So for me, again, all biased aside, it makes sense as to why they're bringing him on here and they're keeping him on this roster for the time being. But let me ask you this: what does this mean for Jaylen Darden now? Because that was it, right? That was his role, was going to be as a returner. Now that is not, you know, a possibility right now, things could change. What do they do with Jaylen Darden?
Yeah, I think they're going to have Mickens on a pretty short leash. I think Darden's going to get in there. Okay, let me just make that clear really fast. I do believe that Jaylen Darden will get in the games eventually. Like, it's going to happen. But I think right now they just kind of want to ride the veteran and ride the hot hand. I mean, it seemed like, also this is, you got to think of it this way. Mickens looked pretty good on Thursday night. NFL teams can protect practice squad players, but they can only protect them on certain days. There's one day, I believe it's either Monday or Tuesday during the week, where any practice squad player can still be signed. So did the Bucs not want to risk possibly losing Mickens? He plays great. He goes right back to the practice squad, and then he gets signed by somebody before the Bucs can protect him. Maybe that was a factor. I don't know that for sure, but maybe that was a bit more of a factor. But yeah, now they have 7 wide receivers, which ironically is the number that we thought they were going to carry originally, because we thought Mickens was just going to make the 53-man roster. So I think Darden will get in there eventually. I just think they want to trust the veteran right now and see if Mickens has some magic this year.
I envision Mickens kind of sticking on this roster, right? Because even if you don't have him as a returner, even if you tell Mickens, hey man, we're going to have Jaylen Darden do returns, you still have him on the coverage teams because he is shown to be, it's not like he's going out there just absolutely tackling people left, right, and center, but he's getting downfield. He's I think, doing a serviceable job as a punt gunner, as a kickoff coverage guy, whatever it may be. So that would still kind of have him active, maybe over a guy like a Keshawn Vaughn or something along those lines, where that would be his only role.
But yet again, that's tough though. Are you gonna be able to dress 7 wide receivers? Like, I mean, somebody's got to sit. Like, is it Tyler Johnson? Is it Scotty Miller that sits? It's somebody would have to sit. I just don't see a way you're able to dress 7 wide receivers. If there's a game where Jaylen Darden is returning punts and kicks, I would suspect that JAYDON Mickens isn't cut, but I would suspect that he's just inactive for that game. So not saying that's going to happen, but if Jaylen Darden were to get in there, I just think they would basically just swap them. You're active, you're not, you're inactive. It could be the whole year that they do that. They could really ride the hot hand here.
Yeah, so we will have to wait and see with this regardless, but at the end of the day, just looking at what's in front of us right now, JAYDON Mickens is here. Chris Cooper, he's out. Buccaneers, obviously a lot of people were freaked out whenever he had gotten cut, but now we don't got to worry because he's back, at least for the time being. And hopefully we get to see Mickens just have more continuity with his great returning, and he can continue to be versatile on special teams and other roles as well. So, guys, what do you think about this move? Let us know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Evan, before we go ahead and finish off this video, do you have any final thoughts?
Yeah, you can find me on Cannon Fire Podcast YouTube channel. Anywhere you can find a podcast. We are on the journey to 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. So we are trying to get there. James is imploring us to get there. He is saying, brother, get on my back. I'm carrying you there, man. He's gonna get us there, and not really much else. We have a watch party November 14th versus the Washington football team. Our good friends at Berry House, they're hosting it. And also our friends over at Wingbox are supplying the best wings in Tampa. And it's free to get in. Just come have a good time.
Absolutely. And again, I will have links to all of that down in the pinned comment in the comment section below. If only 360 people who watch this video subscribe to the Cannon Fire Podcast, we will get them to 3,000 subscribers. Guys, we're going to do it together, darn it. It's happening. But again, Evan, I thank you for being on. Everybody watching this video, let us know your thoughts again about this move. And as always, guys, we will see you in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.